G'day guys, and welcome back to the RPM Discs WA Open. This is round 2, back 9. This is brought to you by Rad, Gatekeeper Media, as well as Disc Golf Justice. We are at the Mundaring Disc Golf Course located up in the Perth Hills in Western Australia. And this commentary is brought to you by the Tee-Off. I'm Paddy Robinson. I've got Andrew Ferguson and Tim Bowen here. Fellas, super keen to get back into this. We've had a super hot round on that front 9.
Mate, one of the best courses in the country. Austin D'Alessandro sitting at 11 down, tied with Connor Donnelly, one of the WA locals, with Blake Houston at 9 down, right on his heels. Fergie, hole 10, what are we looking at?
Yeah, look, it's a 180-metre par 4. It's a cracking hole, this one, actually. It's really well designed. It kind of snakes uphill. It swings left, as you can kind of see us screaming into these trees here. And you've got a basket perched in a little precarious position there with amongst some trees. And yeah, it's a really nice hole. Off the tee, we'll see Blake here rip one and turn one over. Oh, geez, he went left of that tree. There's some OB there.
I think that snuck left of the first tree. That is a massive shame.
I'm gonna say,
got away with that one.
Yeah.
Blake's got away with a bit. I'm just absolutely. Here we go.
Oh, this is money. Look at this thing. Hold. Yeah.
What a shot. That is prime landing zone for Connor.
There's a little rise in the golf fairway there, and he's about, if you get near that, that's fine. He's about 15, 20 past it. That's fantastic.
Jeez, this is big from Austin. Showing us the power that he actually does have in that forehand.
Oh, wow. That did fade a little bit. That's pretty close to the OB, but he's pretty happy to see a green flag.
See, who was he pointing to there?
I think there's a spotter or someone pointed out that he was in bounds because he did flirt with that fade that he got.
I thought he saw a koala.
Yeah. Drop there. Very nice forehand there from Damon. He's just shown us he's got a bit of power in that forehand too.
Yeah, it takes a bit of a huck up the hill.
Oh,
Blake looking to the clouds.
Absolutely.
Jeez.
He's cut the corner off very well there. Like it's not very deep, but he's done a bit of work.
These trees are tall. That takes some serious power, and Blake's got that in abundance. Damon with a more realistic human shot.
Yeah, he'd just be trying to get into the avenue a little bit there and really just get up and take his par, I'd say.
Yeah, I like from his spot, if you go long and wide with a hyzer, it's easier to scramble your way to the basket.
Austin should have just something very straight. Oh, he's going to have a bit of turn on it.
This comes back.
Wow.
Yes.
What a shot.
Delicious.
Austin.
Taking on the tunnel from the longest part far away from where he was, very, very treacherous. Because if you get any kick to the left or if you fade out to the left, it's very difficult to get up and down. The grass trees are really tall on that side. Connor's going to be showing us that if he doesn't
very
just
nice.
hug that left side.
Mate, you hit one of those grass trees, you got nothing.
I mean, they're just as tall as you. So you see a lot of turbos and overhand shots just to get out of them.
Actually, I remember in one of the Aussie Opens, I was stuck in those grass trees. They were a little bit smaller then, but
did you climb it?
Well, I had this. I couldn't see the basket at all, and I was about 30, 40 meters out. I had this. Oh, great putt there!
Wow.
Great
Austin catching the birdie from that tee shot, fantastic.
Had this ridiculous little flex forehand flick out, and I was playing on a car with Dave Fehlberg, and I hit the birdie, and shocked the hell out of him. I can tell you that.
Connor answering that birdie from Austin with one of his own. This is a good hole to get.
Yeah. This is not an easy hole.
Is this where Blake's sky hyzer?
No. Surely we missed it. Did we miss a shot?
We missed a shot.
Yeah.
All right, it's put in the par.
Goodness me.
Oh, we didn't miss one. He just threw a big jump putt and laid up.
Damon cleaning up here for the par, and we move on to hole 11, Paddy.
Oh, I do like this hole. Par 4, 185 metres. There's a lot of OB on the actual fairway here, as you can see with these flags. So you do have to be a little bit careful where you put your drive. It is more of a placement shot. And then entering to the basket green area in just off the edge of that fairway into the trees. It's not the most difficult hole, but has a little bit of technicality, that's for sure.
Connor showing us the forehand. We haven't seen this all round. And I don't know if he loved it. Did look a little yanked, a little high. Hopefully it stayed in bounds. Austin's put good width on this. Should check up nicely just before the OB line.
Yep.
The closer you get to the OB line, the better. But he, I don't think he meant to cut it that fine. Let's go, Blake.
Interesting to see that we've seen 3 forehands on this already.
I think forehand's the play. As
Yeah.
you can see, it's only 185 metres. You don't need to throw a big booming backhand. Although, if you want to try and clear the OB off the tee, that's how you do it, a big backhand flex.
Yeah.
Damon's throwing the best of the bunch, I think.
Yeah, he's gone longer and a little wider, but that's good.
So all those forehands, they leave you with about 100, 110 metres to the pin.
Okay. That's
So-
why he didn't like it.
Yeah, Connor's hit a tree and kick to the right. So all he can do is lay up to the OB line, try and get up and down for his par. Still first to act.
Yeah.
So it's given it a big backhand turnover
Needs to keep turning.
and needs to get down at this point.
Oh, he'll have a look.
That's about a 12, 13 metre putt for the par.
Yeah, that's a scary putt.
Austin in prime landing zone for his forehand.
Jeez, if he puts this close, that's going to put a lot of pressure on Connor's putt too.
Oh, he's just clipped that guardian tree.
He's just in front of where Connor landed, so Connor will putt first. Here's Blake opting for that Venom again. He's been flicking this so well so far.
Yeah, this looks good. Good
No.
stability.
Yep, no exception there. Little short. He's hit the one and only tree. And he's like, why? Left
Why?
or right of that tree would have been fine. Why did you hit it?
It's like, I know what tree that we're cutting down when we come out for the next league day.
This looks nice from Damon.
Yeah, that's a great approach from Damon. Hopefully he can get his round started. It's never too late, mate. It's hole 11, never too late.
You know, I stand corrected. I never thought this hole was forehand, but yeah, these boys have showed me. That,
Absolutely. Forehand all
it
day,
is.
Paddy. Most holes are forehand, if you ask me. Blakey, a little high over the band. He'll have to settle for the par. This is definitely a hole you want to get.
Connor here looking to save par.
Just off the band.
Gave it a bid.
I think he's had 3 off the band so far. That might be his only bogey. I think he was clean in the first round. So first bogey for the tournament for Connor. Damon, unfortunately, couldn't capitalise on those 2 good shots.
I want to see Damon use a bit more of his body with that putting. I feel like it's all arm at the moment.
Austin getting a free stroke on hole 11.
Huge putt from Austin.
It's a couple of nice holes in a row from Austin.
He's getting 2 strokes here off Connor.
Yeah, big swing. And coming into hole 12, which is, take my word for it, the hardest hole on the course, you certainly be happy to have a stroke up your sleeve.
What do you reckon? The most fun hole as well?
No way. Hole 16 all day.
Hole 16?
Yep, all day.
Oh, yeah,
It's
no,
one of
fair
the-
enough.
Hole
fair
16 is one of the funnest holes in the country.
Speaking of hole 12, Tim, take us through.
It's a par 4, 255 metres. You have to crank one through this tunnel, get down the golf fairway, and as much distance as we possibly can because there's OB everywhere. There's a Mando on the right, a golf scrape that's OB on the left, and there's OB long and wrapping around the basket. So lots to worry about here. The first thing is the tunnel shot.
Ooh.
And Austin's hit the very first tree kicking back to the left. That is the nightmare start to the hole. Now, Blake's been going for the big Sky Annie, and this shot is not in the repertoire of anybody except Blake, Eagle, and Simon. And look at the power. To do that with like an overstable driver.
Yeah, I mean...
Those trees, they've got to be 40, 50
It's
metres
so
high.
high, Fergie. I saw someone try it in practice. They didn't get halfway up there. That unfortunately faded out on Blake.
Yeah.
So he'll be in a position that no one's ever been on this hole, which is long and left off the fairway.
Oh,
Ooh.
Damon kicking left there after
Damon's
first
going to be
available.
short and left.
Damon wanted to
unfortunately.
see a little bit more of hole 11, so he's back on that fairway.
Connor to really capitalise. There we go.
What a shot from Connor.
Yeah.
Perfect. Love his hyzer flip game.
Very clean.
Teach me, Connor. Teach me.
Well, you got to start throwing backhands, Tim.
I'm getting there, Paddy. So, Austin, I think the flex forehand is a smart option here. Just get through the tunnel. He's
Oh,
got
wow.
a
Roller?
which is just checked up on the corner there.
It might have been okay. He just got one little tree.
It's going to take a huge forehand to have a putt from there. So, he's looking at probably a bogey at best from this position.
Damon's got some little gaps here.
Yeah.
That's a really good scramble shot from Damon. Back onto the fairway.
Yeah. Lovely.
Again, it's going to take a pretty precise forehand from there to get a putt for the par. Yeah, Austin, absolutely. He is looking at bogey at best from this position.
Yeah, he's got some work to do.
Well,
That's nice, though.
This is big.
This is really good. This should get around the Mando, and he'll be left with like a 40, 50 metre. Or if it rolls, or if that got up and rolled, would have been ideal. But he'll have a 40, 50 metre approach. Should be able to get the bogey with no further hassles. Blake actually got...
He's up on the tee pad.
Fortunate again.
Absolutely.
Bit of an awkward forehand stance, and looks like he's copped some foliage there and dropped right down. So,
Yeah.
hole 12 showing its teeth. Certainly one of the hardest holes on the course. Paddy, what was the average for this one?
About half a stroke over par.
Yep.
4.44, and I believe it.
Connor here with
Absolutely.
a big turnover. He's just going to make sure he gets past that mandatory.
Looks like
He might have hit it.
Looks like he got around it and hit the very next tree. Turned that over too much, but you can see the smile on his face. He's happy.
There's smiles.
That just made the Mando very lucky.
This looks
Oh,
good
look at
for
this.
Damon.
Come on, Damon.
It's looking good. Needs to get down,
Oh, yes.
Sit.
and it does. What a shot.
He's got a putt for par. That's huge. He'll be happy with that.
Quick shout out to Perth's weather today, by the way. It's just absolutely a pearl a day. There's not a breath of wind. The flag's not moving. Perth. Just another day in WA.
Perth weather. It's
Oh,
perfect
no,
weather.
Blake.
Oh, sit up.
Very lucky to stay in bounds, that one from Blake. That was fading out towards the OB. He knows he's close. Blake, take my word for it. You got a green flag, mate. Austin with a little chip up forehand. Try and save the bogey.
Yeah.
That should be mission accomplished for Austin. Not too bad. Like settling for the bogey after hitting the very first tree and kicking into a worse spot. Here's Connor.
This little downhill, it's such a touchy little approach as well.
And it just rolls straight at OB. So a nice flat landing like what Connor's just done there is very nicely done.
Doesn't like it. But he's got to look for par, yeah?
Blake from distance.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, I think I saw a chain shake there. Very close.
All right, Damon, for the par.
He's earned the par putt with that beautiful forehand to this position. But yeah, I think you're right, Paddy. I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more body, a little bit more legs in that straddle.
It's just all arm, man.
Here's Connor. Let me know if you see the Isaac Robertson on the putt. Is it just me?
No, I see it.
I see
Little
that
bit of that.
spin.
Just it's that.
little
It's
pop.
just a spin.
Yeah.
Spin pop. Love it.
Great par from Connor. That'll get a stroke on Austin and bring the lead back down to one stroke.
I think maybe that's different. The difference with Damon's as well. He seems like he's pushing more than actually putting the spin into it. And he's just unfortunately ended up a bit short on quite a few putts now.
3 bogeys, 1 par. As we move on to hole 13, Fergie, what are we looking at here?
Yeah, look, we've got a little shorty par 3 uphill. It's only 98 metres, so it might play as 100 or thereabout metres. But, yeah, pretty straightforward. Not a lot of OB in play, but a little bit behind the basket. But this is, you want to chalk this one up as a birdie, that's for sure.
Especially after that par 4.
Yeah, it's a little uphill. It probably plays as like a 350-foot or 110-metre forehand, with not a lot of players are packing these days. So a lot of people going for the backhand like Connor. Unfortunately, he's just hit some trees on the right-hand side. Austin's got the forehand power to get there. And that is crisp.
I like this.
Yeah, that's looking really tidy. Oh, ace run from Austin.
Goodness gracious.
That's a big forehand. He's happy with it.
Oh, he's smiling.
I didn't know Austin had teeth. There goes Blake with the buzz.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
looking good.
It's good power.
That's a buzz uphill like that. That's fair.
And
Yes.
just holding straight the whole way, getting the anti-skip. What a shot from Blake.
Yeah, a really solid correction from the first round where he ended up too far on the left-hand side.
Damon with a nice flick attempt, and he's crawled into the circle there.
Very nice.
That's a great shot.
I like a gettable par 3 birdie after a tough hole like that as well.
Oh, absolutely. This hole is a welcome sight after battling hole 12. Connor, he'll have to take a par there, and he's probably going to give a stroke to Austin. Oh, I liked the attempt.
Here we
from
go.
Damon.
Yeah, that's a bit more in it.
Jumped.
He's listening,
Got
Paddy.
into it.
He's listening.
Dig it.
Austin actually did go a little long. He's just edge of circle.
Yeah.
Putting's looking sharp from Austin. Have we seen him miss one yet? I don't think we have. Well, we hit the band once. We
Yeah,
hit the band
true.
on hole
That's
8.
on hole, yeah, 8.
Yeah. Here's Blake from that crispy buzz shot.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Straight
Good
in.
power.
It's all right, Blake.
Don't
Settle
question it,
down.
mate.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a great putt. Fantastic putt.
Absolutely.
I think we need to work on our celebrations a bit in Australia, I think.
As we see Damon here. Oh, just coming up short.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Mm.
Started slow, and unfortunately, it's just continued on for Damon. After a hot 5 down opening round 2, Connor in for the par.
All of a sudden there's 2 strokes between Austin and Connor.
Okay, hole 14, par 4, 235 metres. Super fun hole, this one. You got the opportunity just to go bomb off the drive and get as far down as you can. Bit of trees on the right, little bit of OB on the left. You go too hard. Some OB circling the basket at the edge, and there's a golf green or a golf scrape. It's got a bit of everything, this one. Really fun. This looks a little bit on the higher side. I think he'll be pushing that OB, but he'll be fine there. Oh, no.
No, he got OB. That's a massive unforced error from Austin. I didn't even know there was OB out there to the left, but that was nose up straight out of his hand.
Yes, this is what you want. Nice low pop, and
That's miles
that'll be
down there.
fine.
Yeah. Going that long too, you've got the luxury of a forehand approach if you want it, which I do like it getting around that sand scrape green that's just at the edge of circle.
Really? Tim, you like a forehand approach? Jeez.
Just for a
Funny
change.
that.
I like to mix it up sometimes, Paddy. He knows full well I'm a forehand if I can player. Great shot from Connor.
Yeah.
That's in the ideal landing zone. Nice bit of shade too. Smooth from Damon. Maybe a little nose up. He won't quite get the Blake and Connor distance,
I
but
don't know
that
what-
should be fine.
I'm getting shades of like Matt Bell out of Damon.
Yeah.
Just in the backhand,
Yes.
not the forehand. So with the like, it's a bit more of a snappy kind of like.
And he's got the same hair. He's got the little,
it's true.
little
Yeah,
ponytail.
yeah.
I was going to say, I'm getting Jarrett Sweeten hairstyles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, he's landed right on this like mini little hill in the middle of the fairway. And I think that's why he's gone so nose up, is because he's got that awkward run up. This is fading at the OB. It's very close. It's over the golf scrape,
there we
but I
go.
think that's inbounds.
Those little, they are, if you're unfortunate to land on them, they're there to catch water actually, because
Okay.
there's bugger all water in Perth.
Yeah.
So they try and, if there is a bit of rain, it'll catch it and hopefully, feed the grass.
Those little undulations just make you run up so hard. This is looking nice from Austin. Maybe a little deep.
Ooh,
That's going to
this.
flirt with OB.
I think he's safe.
Okay. I was going to say, he'll want to get up and down for this if he can.
So Connor opting for the backhand as he would from any position. He loves his backhand. He's going straight over the sand scrape. That needs to slow down. And it does.
Lovely.
Great control from Connor.
What about 6 meters, you reckon?
Yeah, it's hard to tell if you're in bounds because the golf green is actually quite high, so you can't see over it. But he got the green flag there. Blake opting for the backhand, spiking one in.
I like this from Blake. This looks fantastic. Yes.
Wow.
Perfect.
Blake knows where the basket is.
Yeah. I mean, you do. I think I sort of felt Austin and Connor went a little bit straight.
Oh, look at where Damon's landed. There's probably 6 meters between like the OB of the sand scrape and the OB on the left-hand side there, and he's found the middle of it somehow. Excellent result. Here's Austin to save the par after that penalty off the tee. Left side, but in. Great par save.
Great save.
Yeah, he's done a lot of work there to get that back.
Now, Connor to get a stroke on Austin. Ooh.
Dang, he probably thought he was going to get a stroke anyway, but Austin said no thanks. He gets the OB par. Connor will have to settle for the par.
Don't take it out in the basket, Connor. Just settle down.
That's why there's so many dints on the basket.
Just kind of bashing him.
Here's Blake from that delicious sewn up shot.
But we could probably cut that. When you see the James Conrad loses his cool on a hole. Connor Donnelly losing his cool.
Well, as we move on to hole 15, 120-metre par 3, nothing to worry about here except the OB on the right and the trees on the left. Pretty straightforward hole, this one. It's a bit of like the game of chicken, this one. You're going to get the birdie if you can risk your disc over the OB on the right, and if you don't, you're in the rough on the left.
Oh, it's a righty backhand's dream. Let's be honest.
This is standing up on Blake. It needs to motor.
Well, making the old Ben Kennedy on catch cam a little nervous there, I reckon.
Checking up just outside circle. He's happy with that.
Joe, I've noticed Ben Kennedy hasn't taken a feather out of Ash Widener's cap, and he's not wearing a helmet. So, yeah. He's got some...
Rookie move, Benny. Rookie move. Tell it's his debut on catch cam. That's a little short and a little left from Austin. I think the fatigue kind of set in at this point in the round 2. Hole 15 on the Mundaring Golds. Very long course in the heat.
Oh, I like this. I like the height.
Needs to start
she's coming back.
It is coming back.
She's coming back. She's going to be parked.
Beautiful shot from Connor. Endurance machine, obviously, because you're not feeling the effects of any fatigue at this point in the round. Damon keeping it nice and low. I think that's standing up, though.
Come on.
Needs to
Catch
skip.
edge. Catch
Needs
edge.
to
Let's
skip.
get in.
Come on.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Yes.
Damon with the MVP discs. I couldn't tell you which one that was, but...
A vault? Is that an MVP?
could be. Wave, maybe? I don't know.
The only one I know is the time lapse because I just bought one. I love a Simon disc.
I think everyone did. Well, if you got one in time.
Yep. Here's Austin up and down 4. He'll have to settle for the par. So the door's open for Connor to get a stroke back. Damon with the lofty bid from range.
I don't mind that bid being a little bit uphill and, giving it a chance.
So Blake, he might be just outside a circle. It's on one of those little mini hills. And he's rising it in nicely. Straight on the pole. There's 3 in a row for Blake.
Little fist bump there.
I think
Loving
that's his second turkey of the round. So
Yeah, bringing it up.
still hungry for more, Blakey boy. Connor to bring the lead back to 1.
Yes.
Beautiful looking stroke.
Snatches his mini.
Yep.
Struts in. Look at that.
Give him the nod. And
kiss. Did he kiss it?
He did.
Oh, that's nice. They've made up. Kiss and made up. Oh,
He loves hole 15 more than hole 14, that's
I
for
know.
sure.
jeez.
Left side from Austin, but great catch nonetheless. I think if you putt hard enough, you'll get a catch no matter what chain you hit.
Is that what they say, is it?
Don't quote me on that. I'm just wondering. I see Austin get so many left side catches. I'm questioning my strategies of feathering it in.
Hole 16, get your big boomer drivers out or your rollers. It's a par 5. It's 375 metres or 1,230 feet. You're playing downhill pretty much the whole way. You've got some OB around the basket on the right. You've got a sand scrape there. People are going roller. They're going big turnover roller, all sorts of stuff. It's a good cracking hole, this one.
Or you're like me and you go the weak play and just throw a forehand so you don't hit one of these first 2 trees. Blake's got the big roller happening here. That's maybe wrapping up a little early.
Yeah, it's down there.
That's pretty good distance. As long as you're not in the rough off the tee, you can have fun with the next 2 shots.
This hole makes me want to go out and play disc golf, to be honest.
They really got the tee placement perfect here because the tree is like in the perfect spot to make you question whether you're going on the outside or the inside with the roller or the sky shot, as Connor is demonstrating here.
What turned over? Is he in the rough? I couldn't quite catch that.
I feel like that was heading a little bit more on the right-hand side.
I like
Probably a
this
bit
play
too
from
right-hand.
Austin. One, because I'm a forehand dominant player, but also just takes those first trees out of play. Maybe a little high out of the hands, but that's got plenty of distance. Got caught up in that last tree there, but
We usually see a little bit of turnover from that disc from Austin. So,
yeah,
maybe that height. Oh, speaking of turnover, no.
Baby, come back.
Yeah,
you
hit something.
You don't want that. That's
Ugh.
over in the shrubs, and he's had to take a knee for the second, and
Just pitch out.
he's aiming pretty much perpendicular to the fairway there. So
Oh, that hurts.
he's about where a pretty average tee shot would land after 2, which is not great from Damon.
Ooh,
Go on the
roller.
roller.
Come on.
Work, baby.
That
Love this
That
angle.
does look good.
angle looks fantastic. Just getting over the crest.
Yeah, there you go. That's way down there.
Great recovery. He's probably looking at 130, 140 maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, I think par's going to be pretty hard, but I mean, he's going to give it a shot.
Oh, big hyzer flip here from Austin. Get through those trees.
Austin
It's got to do a bit of work.
The world's flippiest disc. He got that on a 45-degree hyzer and it still turned.
I think that's an FD
great
Jackal
tree.
from 1973.
That's
Awesome.
a great tree. He was going to be about 20 metres in the rough there if it didn't hit that tree. He should have a relatively clean look to the basket. Blake with a big roller. Holding cut, which is fantastic.
I mean, if you can get to those 3 trees or pass those 3 trees in 2, then you've got a good look at the birdie.
He's made Benny Kennedy question how he's going to film a disc going through his legs. He's done well.
Okay, this checked up all right.
Yeah, okay.
Another big turnover, maybe? Oh, yes.
It's Connor. Of course it is.
Clean.
Come
Stay
back.
up.
Flex.
Looks like it got down a little early. That angle was looking fantastic.
Paddy, cast your mind back to 2015. Do you remember seeing Paul Macbeth catch a massive eagle on this hole?
Mate, we talked about that for 3 weeks after the event.
Absolutely. 2 belting drives and then jump putted from about, 40 metres. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I thought it was like 120 feet or something like that. Yeah, so like 40.
It's disgusting.
Crazy.
Huge.
Austin going to take a big forehand to get in the circle from here. He's cooked it a little over to the left. It's bringing the sand scrape into play.
Yeah.
And, he's on the beach.
Look at those kangaroo tracks. That's literally what you're looking at there. The kangaroo tracks over that sand
So
green.
frustrating to land on those sand scrapes. You're like, how? Like, they're the size of the disc golf circle. How can I land it on the sand scrape and not in the circle? I don't get it.
Oh, I like this angle.
This has got to just flex back a little bit, but nice.
Checked up, edge of circle 2. He's got quite
Yeah.
a bit of work to do. So, Blake, can we see a birdie on the monster 375-metre par 5? This is our last chance with the Venom. Oh, a little low out of the hand, but I like the angle.
Get over that.
Oh, gets the straight skip.
Silly little water catchers.
That's come up. Yeah.
Far too low out of the hand, unfortunately. But, I mean, taking par on this is still fine. In fact, it played at 5.28. Ooh.
Does Damon here throwing 5?
Nice little approach run from Damon.
So, yeah.
Got a little breezy too. This basket, the flag showing the breeze. It was changing directions too, so it did make putting quite difficult. Austin should have no problems tapping in. I think he's looking at a bogey after that penalty stroke. Blake from range, hoping to leave it close.
Yeah. Again, you walk away with par, you're not losing strokes to anyone.
Connor here with a sneaky little look at Bird, but no, he's just going to lay up and take his par.
I think the par will get him a stroke and should tie things up leading into hole 17. So smart play from Connor, showing some wisdom. Damon, there we go. Nice strong putt. It is for bogey, but very good nonetheless.
He's missed a couple of them today, so good to see him drain one, even if it was for bogey.
Short putt for par from Blake. At his own flag, mind you. This is a Blake Houston-sponsored hole.
Again, I'm disappointed it's just not his face on it.
Oh, it needs to be a bit of Blake face on the flag for sure.
And Connor tapping in.
There we go.
Yep.
All tied up. 2 to play for round 2.
All right, straight into hole... Oh, is that you, Tim?
It might have been
Was
me.
it? Yeah,
Slight
right.
cameo.
All right, hole 17, par 3, 120 metres. We've got this big booming downhill drive. Righty backhands are going to love it, but there is a bit of risk. There's natural OB on the left. There's an OB river. Yeah, super fun hole this.
This looks a little sawn off from Blake, although he's powered it hard enough that it is staying straight for ages.
Tim, is that you in the background trying to snipe people?
Nah, mate. Look, I finished my round early, and Blake and I are teammates, so get out there and show a bit of love to the other card, Paddy.
Well, you didn't snipe him. Blake's absolutely parked. I love it.
This is a nice, overstable Kelvin Destroyer from Connor. Beautiful shape.
This is a chance of an ace.
Oh, goodness me.
Oh, jeez.
Inches
Don't
from
mind.
chains.
Yes.
Yeah, get some fist bumps. Nah, all right.
No, love.
All right.
No.
Okay.
All the pressure on Austin to match that. I like the line.
Smooth.
This is very straight, though.
Definitely cleared the OB creek.
Or has
Or
it?
has it?
No.
That just died in the air.
Did it make it over?
It did
No.
not. So he will be putting for par from about 30 metres away now.
Matt Bell
Ooh.
with a... Oh, no, sorry. Damon,
Yeah,
Damon Williams, he's sawed this one off a little
Yeah,
bit, but
that's-
he's over. He'll have a... Oh, no. He'll have a little clean look at that.
Yeah, look, that was sawn off, but he'll be grateful to have a clean look at the basket.
Is this from a drop zone or?
No, it's just the OB line is quite short, so he's had to come back quite a ways from where his disc was last inbounds.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah,
It's that wide.
it's that
far
one
out.
now. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, Damon
stop
from
it.
range.
Stop it.
Just never got that round going.
Yeah,
And
that hurts.
who can't feel what Damon is feeling right there? We've all been there.
We've all been there.
Austin for the bogey.
Oh,
High and
yeah.
right, straight in. I tell you, you putt hard enough, the basket's catch.
They get scared when they see Austin park his mini and get ready to putt.
Yeah, this is huge. You do not want to finish this round with bogey.
Great birdie from Blake. He's
Blake,
at 12
late
down.
charge.
All
Loving
of a
it.
sudden, he's jumped Austin. But Connor says, thank you. I'll tap my little 1 metre putt in for the birdie and move to 13 down. We've had a lead change and Austin all of a sudden in third place.
Absolute tap in from Connor. Jeez, that was good.
Damon, let's get some green on the last hole, shall we? It's hole 18, 95 metre par 3, straight uphill though, playing all of 110, 115. Just a big backhand hyzer. There's no real other way to play this. You can throw something straight at it if you like, but I like the big backhand hyzer, carry all that OB. Basically playing like an island green this one, and the island is just marginally bigger than C1.
Blake, this looks great. I like the angle. This should stick. Oh,
Beautiful shot.
Fantastic.
He loves that American flag stamp Raptor.
There we go. Some fist bumps, some smiles.
Now, I did snipe Connor in round 1 on this hole. I saw his putt from 9 metres and I filmed it and he got a chain out.
Oof.
Let's see if he puts this one a bit closer. Hanging it out wide.
Oh,
For the screen.
Come on.
Oh, good Lord. That zigzagged around 3 flags
Oh,
to
my
find its
heart.
way inbounds. He'll be happy with that. He knew that was yanked out of his hand. Damon keeping it lower. And this is a really nice line.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful shot.
Great.
that's good knowledge of your disc. The spotter loves it.
There I am.
Yeah, there's a
Fist bump to
cameo
Damon
again.
as well,
Oh.
Paddy.
Nice. There you go.
Where were you,
Austin
mate?
here, he's thrown that one high and he's probably sorted off a little bit. It's got to do some work
This
to dig
needs
in.
to dig. It
Oh,
mowed it.
okay,
and
it
it
was a bit
dug.
short. That's lucky.
All right. We've got 4 putts for birdie.
Yeah, it wasn't a good shot from Austin. He got around the trees and knifed in inbounds. He's got a look. Edge of circle,
Yeah.
just a little left. So Austin finishing the round at 11 under par. Connor, this is to move to 14 and a 3-stroke lead on Austin.
Oh, that was very in.
Yeah, Austin. Yeah, Connor. We feel that.
Go and kiss that basket, mate.
This one's at risk of getting punched.
No. That's okay. It's
That's
a chain.
rough.
It's still a chain. It's still there.
Oh, man.
And yeah, sorry, I filmed that one as well, Connor. So I'm 2 from 2 from the sniper.
The disc golf park targets, they do come to one chain ring. So if you get them low and jabbing in, they can kind of flick it back out. I think that's what we saw.
And that just opens the door for Blake to tap in his birdie and move to 13. And all of a sudden, Blake and Connor tied for the lead, moving into the final round. Austin 2 back.
Wow.
All right.
Boys, how did that happen?
What a round. I don't know. It all seemed to be kind of tied up. And then, all of a sudden, Connor and Blake are out the front.
That's Mundaring for you. So, Connor he still can't believe it. All right, Blakey Houston with an 8 down, which actually came in at 10.26 rated. So huge from Blake. Connor at 13 tied. Austin 4 down, 11, and then unfortunately we saw Damon sort of fall off a little bit there. Alex Canaston jumps onto the lead card for the final round. Jade Brady is sitting in 5th, and there's a few names there that have popped up as well. So. Should be good. Should be an exciting final round coming up.
I'm massively
boys.
looking forward to it. And thank you to everyone for tuning in for this, the second round, the back 9. Please join us for the final round and the front 9 on the next video. Thank you to my Tee Off commentator podcast peoples, Tim and Paddy.